Oh, that's a great idea. Okay. You guys can كربوا علي. تعال
معتصم هل قد
بغير كلنا مصعب يا زلمه مش عارفه يا مصعب. I know قطلة متعصب يعني.
مصعب means difficult.
انا الاكسنت تبعي حالي بضل كل العربي تبعي مش. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here.
Yeah, that's good actually. That's good.
Okay, I'm over here.
All right, let's get organized here a little bit. Can you get in the back and you get forward?
So you guys know it's the Mossab. You're next. You're next. طولش.
طيب 5 دقائق.
Okay. عشان الشغل. Right. I know it's hard to speak, but sometimes just humanize yourself. أنت ما عندك شباب؟
I have 3 children.
كلهم.
مين؟
When I ask you about yourself, you have to I'm a father. I know it's hard. But you understand the shikuna.
Just give them your bag.
We're not family. The way that most of my residents connect to people from Palestine, بشوف الأم بتعيط على أولادها.
Are we waiting?
Thank you so much for Veterans for Peace, Doctors Against Genocide, Musab. I'm going to get it right. Musab Abataha. And all the human rights advocates for joining us today. As you all know, we're here because the Israeli apartheid regime is starving Gaza, and we need to act now. Using starvation as a weapon of war is a war crime. There is no denying it. The Israeli government is deliberately blocking food, medicine, fuel, and tents from entering Gaza. The entire population of Gaza, over 2.1 million people, is experiencing famine and disease. 500,000 Palestinians are facing catastrophic levels of starvation. We are watching it right now live. Children, you can see their bones, their ribs, you can see their bodies shutting down. Thousands of them are children who are already again experiencing this. At least 113 Palestinians, I know it's more, and including 80 children, have already starved to death. Palestinians have been forced to eat grass, animal feed. I even saw an image of children licking just a little bit amount of flour on the back of a truck. Palestinians, again, have been sitting here waiting for food that is right over the border. Trucks carrying food and medicine supplies sitting there blocked again by the Israeli government from entering. Let me remind all of you the words of the Israeli finance minister, because it needs to be said. This is an Israeli minister who said, nobody will let us cause 2 million civilians to die of hunger, even though it might be justified and moral. Now, Israeli forces are deliberately shooting and starving Palestinians lining up for food. Over 1,000 murdered in the past 2 months alone, according to the UN. The so-called Gaza, quote, Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, a joke, inhumane, immoral. It's a deadly sham, a trap backed by the Israeli government and the Trump administration. The United Nations even calls it a death trap. The Israeli soldiers themselves have admitted themselves that they were ordered to deliberately shoot unarmed Palestinians that were just coming there, creating a killing field. This is illegitimate organization that Trump administration with the Israeli government, again giving millions of dollars to them. And we say enough is enough. President Trump is refusing to enforce U.S. and international law by greenlighting the Israeli government and regime from, again, greenlighting the blockade of all the aid into Gaza and the slaughter of the Palestinian people, while we go, again, around here in Congress to prove the delivery of more than $12 million in weapons during his 60 days in office. $12 million already. While Trump continues to push his disgusting illegal proposal to ethnically cleanse Gaza, he released a video saying that he's going to ethnically cleanse Gaza of 2 million Palestinians, the vast majority of voters oppose. And I say this because, forget voter, they're Americans of all different backgrounds that are saying, stop it. You know, this institution's not moving with the majority of their constituency. And it's shameful, because if they poll their constituents, if you ask them, do they want another dime? They want us to continue to support the war crimes being committed in Gaza? They would tell you hell no. Because they've seen the images we all have seen of babies being starved to bone. Every day that our government continues to withhold funding from UNRWA, They are actively participating in these crimes against humanity. Every day that our government continues to again fund this genocide, they're enabling more death and destruction. We must continue to push for a complete arms embargo of all weapons to the Israeli government. 7 out of 10 Democrats support an arms embargo. So again, no matter what weapons is, I don't care if it's offensive or defensive, whatever you call it, let's stop enabling, again, the genocide. The excuses I've heard will never justify these war crimes. It's past time that my colleagues stop making excuses and listen to the majority of Americans. As a girl that from Southwest Detroit, the most beautiful, blackest city in the country, I can tell you, when I go home, they are telling us over and over again, what are y'all doing continuing to support this? We don't have clean drinking water, but yet we always seem to have funds to, again, bomb people, kill them, and destroy communities all around the world. And again, they continue to tell me how they see that we prioritize death and destruction. And you all know, I know many of my colleagues benefit personally and financially because they own stocks in war manufacturing industry. I watch it, watch them press yes over and over again while they benefit from owning stocks in Lockheed Martin and all these war manufacturing industry. Shameful. Shameful that they continue to benefit from death. And shameful that they won't have the courage to stand up to special interest groups and pro-genocide groups that are continuing to enable this because they support the ethnic cleansing. Listen to the people in the government of Israel. They are telling you that's exactly what they want to do. Stop excusing it. Stop pretending that's not what's happening. Again, they are luring people to the border to get food because they're so hungry. Many of them sending their own children. And they're coming back completely killed. And you watch. These bullets are in their heads and their bodies. It's intentional. And so again, I tell you, as the only Palestinian-American serving in Congress, wake up. Because the American people are telling you over and over again, we're not in support of this. So maybe for once, would you listen to your constituency? Poll them like you poll everything else. They will tell you they do not want one goddamn freaking dime going to starve a whole people or ethnically cleanse and continue this genocide. With that, I want to introduce Mossab. I'm so sorry. You're going to kill me. Mossab, who's an amazing poet and writer. But today I learned that he was a teacher and who loved his students. And it breaks me to tears to hear him talk about how he doesn't know where the whereabouts is, but how one of his favorite students was taken away so early. You know, Mossab, I continue to tell my colleagues all the time, why is it that Palestinian children don't deserve to grow old? Why is it that you think they're as disposable? Why is it that you don't understand a child is a child, no matter their ethnic background? Sometimes I wonder if they closed their eyes and pretend they were Palestinians, if they would act. And so I know through art, through beautiful ways of trying through words of our pain, that we're trying again to move people with us. But I know again, our country is moving. Even if the institution that's continuing to be broken behind us doesn't move, we're gonna make them move. With that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Representative Rashida Tlaib, for your words. In fact, I lost so many members of my family, over 50. Some of them are still under the rubble. I myself am a survivor of the genocide. I was abducted by the Israeli forces for 3 days. I'm a father of an American citizen. Okay. I'm a father of an American citizen. We were in Gaza. Our house was bombed on October 28, 2023. And we were lucky because no one was inside the house. We already evacuated it, but we got no calls from anyone, not from the Americans, not from the Israelis, that they would bomb our house. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here. I lost so many of my students. Hatem, Zanin, and Harith Naim are just one of them, two of them. And I came here to talk about some of the latest news that I'm getting from Gaza. I just prepared this yesterday evening before I came here. On Sunday, 4 days ago, on Sunday, my father-in-law